Hi, good morning. In previous video, we have discussed about introductions of IoRT, what is Internet of Things, and how we are establishing the connections. Now we are going to see the architecture for IoT under the unit IoT applications. First, architect we will see about an architecture for IoT. It will integrate several layers and components to enable seamless communications, data processing, and autonomous decision making among interconnected devices. We have several integrated layers for IoT. It is a mix of diverse technologies like cloud computing, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and Internet of Things. The term Internet of Robotic Things itself was coined in a report of AB Research to donate a concept where sensor data from a variety of sources are used, processed using local and distributed intelligence, and used to control and manipulate object in physical world. Here we are having an applications where we are using an IoT. We are having a different applications in IoT. Currently, most IoT initiatives are focused on using connected devices with simple passive sensors to manage and monitor and optimize systems and the process, usually as a part of supply chain optimization effort. In previous slide, we are having a different applications in that we are having sensors and actuators. It will sense and transmit the data to the controller or IoT applications, IoRT applications. Then actuators will perform actions based on that data that is received from the sensors. And having a different network layer also, it will establish the connections and connectivity to the devices. And we are having an edge computing. It will perform devices to process data to the source and reducing latency and bandwidth usages. We are having a cloud layers also, that we are having a cloud computing, data analytics, and storage. This process will be in cloud layer. Then later application layer will be also there. We are using an interfaces and applications where we are using and what type of communication devices that we are using. We can directly communicate with those devices. This comes in application layer. And security layer will be there at will for that will be useful for authentication and authorization purposes. And so that it can we can protect the data and while transmitting and receiving. If there is any intrusion detection system, if there is any introduction, it will have a intrusion detection system for monitoring and responding to potential security threats. We are having a management layer also. This layer will manage the devices and maintaining an IoT devices. And there will be a network infrastructure also to ensure the connectivity and the performance and service oriented applications. Um, in that the country, we are having an advanced sensing, communication, and local distribution process and actuation take the original vision for the IoT to a wholly different level. And one that opens up whole new classes for opportunities for IoT and robotic solutions provider as well as users of their products. This is an Internet of Robotic Things. We are having Internet of Things IoT and robotics, cloud computing. We are combining those three and made into as IoRT and Internet of Robotic Things that contains the components of IoT, robotics, and cloud computing. These three becomes together and then we form the IoRT. Internet of Robotic Things. Without cloud or without robotics, we can't develop an IoT things. IoT is defined as an intelligent device that can monitor events, use sensor data from variety of sources, use local and distributed intelligence to determine a best course of action. Mostly, the brain of robots and control mechanisms are local, that is, a microcontroller or microprocessor attached on robotic themselves. But in IoT, the computation and control can be performed in the cloud. Internet acts as a primary medium for IoT robotic systems to get connected to the cloud with advancements in robot operating systems framework. There is no longer any complexity in communication. All the communication can be performed with just a simple call of ADI. IoT technologies are having an communication technology, artificial intelligence, and cognitive IoT. These are the technologies that are behind IoT. In communication technology, multiple radio access technologies act as a bridge to connect intelligent devices at the edge and has given birth to heterogeneous mobile networks that require efficient configuration management and regular update to cope up with next generation robotic things. Artificial intelligence. With artificial intelligence technique, IoT based robotic systems can be integrated with the diverse IoT applications without any hiccup and can create optimized solutions for complex problems in real world. Cognitive IoT technologies will play a significant role in enhancing intelligence in systems to allow operational efficiency in all complex business operations and explore new business ventures. It can be efficiently be able to handle all complex situations and challenges in IoT environments. The characteristics of IoT main system has a sensing, actuating, and actuating needs to look for trusted, protected, and secure development. Deployment on the operations of more open multi-vendor. Sensing includes being common functionalities of IoT and robotic system interact with other IoT devices and people to facilitate intelligent machine to machine and machine to human communication. Actuating is regarded as taking necessary action considering all types of physical and virtual activities which is right now not available in IoT landscape. Then we have control perception. That control mechanisms can be provided in IoT via control loops or sequence of loops. Control loops can be easily mapped to almost anything from virtual objects to physical object, from cloud to all sorts of networking giving IoT or more automatic control. In perception, power of robotics can be highly enhanced. Perception in terms of robotics is regarded as sensor information combination with knowledge modeling to enable robotics to perform machine to human interaction using diverse areas like software and cloud computing, big data, machine learning, sensor communications, and artificial intelligence. These are the major components of IoT. Then IoT require architecture has a different additional components and layers to all sorts of challenges with regard to connectivity, sensing, security, controlling, and link to cloud services. These are the architecture having in IoT. First one is in hardware layer, network connectivity, internet connectivity for IoT protocols, robotic platform support, M2A cloud platform, big data analytics, big data services, IoT business cloud services, application layer. These are having an architecture. The robotics include the configurability, adaptability. These are having the features of robotics, and cloud computing has an virtualization resources, multi tenancy, network on demand resource access. These are the features of cloud robotics. And communicating things, semantic data analytics, wireless sensors and actuators are comes under IoT, Internet of Things. These three things combine together to form an IoT architecture. These are the layers of architecture. Hardware layers is the bottommost layer. It has a different types of things like vehicles, robot, home appliance, healthcare equipments or mobile phones. Network connectivity between there is to enable to connectivity between sensors and robots to facilitate machine to machine communication. Internet connectivity of devices and access to information anywhere. Considering the architecture of IoT, internet connectivity is regarded as a heart to facilitate all the sorts of communication. Robotic platform support utilized by resources to design robots with basic software qualities to perform some experimental works. M2A M2A cloud platform support is a machine to machine and machine to actuator performs an foundations for design and development of advanced robotic systems, that is IoT. It is regarded as a collection of information between different machines in networks without any support for human. And we are having a big data services, IoT cloud services, and application layer. Thank you.